Bonjour, bonjour, and welcome to Fiction After Lunch. I'm Mindy.
I had a burger.
And you?
I'm Niona.
Would have been fun if you also said, like, I also had a burger. Everyone is full. It's very warm.
Yeah.
A little bit tired.
Very tired.
But yeah.
Welcome to...
Here.
Yeah, we're still here. Welcome to another cringe chapter. Since we are reading another chapter of a story I wrote when I was in 7th grade. And it's quite horrible.
No, I'm very happy about this chapter already.
Okay.
Very looking forward to what's going to happen.
Yeah. But first of all, how was your week?
Yeah, Niona, what did you do?
Well, she actually looked at you.
I know, and I had some... I need some thinking.
Well, how was my week? Not very spectacular, I would say. Just work and warm. That's basically it.
Yeah.
So, no. Don't think... Nothing to tell.
This sounded very sad, actually.
No. Life is sad.
Hashtag sad life already.
I mean, Mindy, a lot of stuff happened. We were on our choir concert. We watched a firework. We had cocktails.
It was actually
Yeah.
a lot of stuff was happening this week.
Yeah. Last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Saturday.
So how was the concert?
There were 2 concerts.
Mm-hmm.
And at the first one, unfortunately, Sam wasn't there. Because you had university, right? So
I mean, yeah, okay, but also I had one of the best days of my life.
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, now Sam has to tell.
Do you want to rethink if you want to tell us something about your week?
Oh, really? It was boring. I have nothing to tell. No. What did I do the last week?
No recollection at all. Niona is starting her calendar now.
No, really, there was nothing last week. Just work and...
You didn't even watch the firework?
No, didn't watch the firework. No, I mean, I've seen it so often. It's every year 3 times, so...
I think it's 4 times. We were so close
Even
to...
4.
I'm not sure. We were so close to the firework, I had ashes in my face.
That's
Where
true.
have you been then? In the city
At the bridge. Directly at the bridge where they started the firework.
Maybe you should explain a little bit why there was a firework.
Isn't it normal? Is the bridge open during the firework?
No, but we were not on the bridge, but we were next to the bridge.
We were starting the firework.
Mindy was starting the firework.
Yeah. I pushed all the other people who were responsible for officially starting the firework from the bridge. And then I was like, yeah, let's go, people.
Mindy just thinks it's nicer when they start all at once.
Yeah. There were a lot of explosions and fire and screams afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This explains a lot. It's 3 times.
It's wait. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just wasn't sure if there's also something in August. Because I just know the next one is in September.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there's nothing in August. So that's why it could have been 4, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe just for the listener, it's about like a firework which like takes place 3 times in summer normally, right?
Mm-hmm.
In our town. And it was also for me the first time to be so close to the official firework.
Mm-hmm.
The first 2 times I only saw it like from far away. So it was like not as impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was really, really nice. And I saw the bridge and they also put like illuminations or some stuff there. So it was really cool. So the bridge was like completely red or
Green
or violet or something. It was really cool. I liked it. And it was directly after our choir concert on Saturday.
Yeah.
So...
And there was another one? Then earlier? Or?
Yeah, regarding the choir concert, one day before, on Friday, we had the first concert in like a small village.
Okay. I just thought about the one on Saturday.
No, it was like in a small village and everything. Mm-hmm. And it was actually really, really nice. Like the atmosphere and the church where we sang was like a modern one. And it was really cool, actually. And I think we also sang quite good on this day.
Oh,
I think on Saturday, when we had the concert, like, how's it called, our conductor or something?
Yeah.
Also was kind of motivating us. Oh yeah, yesterday was just a rehearsal. No.
Rehearsal. We were warming up.
Yeah, we're warming up for today. And actually, my personal feeling was that the second concert wasn't as good as the first one.
So you gave everything at the first time.
Yeah, I don't know, just a feeling, but I think everyone else has like a different feeling maybe.
Yeah.
It was also like the people that I spoke with, like some people who saw it the first time were like really, yeah, it's really good. But my boyfriend was like, he said we were like, it was okay.
Oh.
He said it was mid.
Oh.
He didn't like the moments when we were singing like in a quiet, like this very emotional things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's also his taste. Maybe it doesn't overline with like this piece.
Did he watch both concerts?
No.
Yeah, then he can't say if it was better or not.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's also his personal taste because, I don't know. Because I think also the like horn pieces were quite okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, personally I like the first one better. Also because we had a standing ovation afterwards. Which was so cool. Like we went outside and the people were like clapping all the time. And everyone was like looking at us and I don't know, there were like 2 young people who were watching us and they were like so enthusiastically clapping and they had like a really bright and happy face and I was like, oh my gosh, I had almost tears in my eyes because they looked so happy. And on Saturday it was the complete opposite, like everyone was just seated and I think all of them wanted to go to the fireworks afterwards.
Okay.
And then we went down and then the people also went outside already. So, I don't know, maybe it was this feeling missing a little bit. And therefore maybe it didn't feel as special, Maybe. But yeah. I was so exhausted after the concert because the rehearsal before the first concert was standing and singing for 3 hours before the first concert. Then you had the first concert, which was also 2 hours. Like 1.5 hours, but still. And then on the next day, again, like, kind of, how many hours?
An hour rehearsal and an hour and a half concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't move my legs on Sunday.
Yeah. And we're standing so close to each other. The person behind me kept hitting me with their notes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so angry when I went outside. And my feet were hurting from the sandals I was wearing. Because I couldn't wear flip-flops because it was a concert. But I also couldn't wear shoes because it was too warm. But the only black sandals I had were so uncomfortable. I went outside of the church and I immediately ripped them off my feet and I went barefoot for the next, I think, 6 hours.
Yeah. I was wondering if you even wear shoes like on this day because I didn't pay attention. I only saw you barefoot.
During the concert, I had my sandals on, but I had to take them off immediately.
Concerts. There were so many people in front of me and behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, on the first concert, we had more space. So the second one was really crowded.
Yeah. Okay. Then we normally churches are a little bit colder, but if you are crowded, then it also has no effect.
Yeah. I don't know. Also in the second concert, I was standing directly next to like the man's voice, the bass. And on the first concert, I was standing only in between of my voice. So it also felt like I could sing better because I could kind of feel and listen how the others sing. So I could like easily and quickly adapt. But on the second one, I was also, this piece has like, how's it called? The voices don't overline. So they don't sing the same stuff. So the guy next to me was sometimes singing completely different things and he was singing quite loud. And then I really had to concentrate more on my left ear to hear like the persons who were singing my piece so that I don't sing like
so your persons were still close to you but you were not in the center.
Yeah, Mindy was not at the center of the alt voices.
No.
But you could choose where to stand. Why didn't you just stand further left?
The people didn't let me. It was already crowded.
Go out of my way!
I already went from like being completely at the front, from being, okay, let me go almost to the back. This I actually managed, and then I was like, okay, now I achieved this, and I didn't want it to be so unpolite to be like, hey, let me just go there.
Yeah. Stand
you next to the bus.
Okay, listen.
I know you don't want to do this.
Yeah, and I didn't. I went very far left. I was almost the last person on the side, but I wasn't. And the person in front of me was like, let's switch places. I think tall people should stand in the front, and I was ready to fight. and I didn't stand in the front. And I'm not a tall person also.
That's true. And
then she went up to stand next to me. And then she noticed that I wasn't taller than her.
Okay.
And we almost threw hands, but it was funny.
Almost fighting, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very unpolite. Impolite.
Of whom?
Of her.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to stand like completely at the front or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, someone has to stand there, and if you're the unlucky one who gets the place, live with it, I would say.
No.
Yeah. Then we stood next to each other, and she had a very nice voice, and it really had me sing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, why was Friday your best day?
Yeah, in the morning I had a seminar which was really, really interesting. I loved it a lot. A blog seminar which went the whole day. And afterwards I decided I'm too tired to go to the concert. And so I stayed at uni for a bit, and then I went to the poetry circle where we usually read poetry to each other, which we wrote. And one thing that made me really happy was that I read one of my poems, and everyone was very nice about it. And a lot of people were there, a lot more than usually would come. And afterwards, some of the group decided to go for a drink. And I decided, I can grab some beer. I'm slowly turning alcoholic. And then less people came than we expected, but there were 5 of us at the end. One of the new girls who's only been there one time before, and one author who I talked before on the podcast. He wrote a book, and I read it and told him what to edit and stuff. And someone who likes to write sonnets. Sonette in German, I'm not sure. Very fancy poems, like you would find them in school books. Niona is looking it up while I continue explaining. And a guy who's 70 years old. And he loves to write poems about baseball and women.
Oh, yeah. But the last time I heard a poem from him was a very depressing one, actually. Right?
Yeah. He recently started to write a lot about dying. But also about baseball. So.
Interesting combi.
Yeah.
So it's just
maybe you should talk on it.
Yeah, maybe we should. But we didn't want to let him go alone, so we went with him to grab a beer. And as we walked down the street where the all of the pubs are in the city, most of the pubs are, he went to every security person, he went to every waitress, he went to every shop owner and greeted them personally by name. He knew everyone in the street.
Okay.
As we walked down the street, he knew everyone who worked there. And then we went into his favorite pub and sat down. And as soon as we sat down, he knocked on the table and told us this is his own table. And we were like, yeah, funny old guy. And then we looked at the table, and there was an actual plate with his name on it on the table. It was his table.
Nice.
Dedicated to him.
He wasn't lying, right?
He was not lying. And then we sat and we drank, and then he pointed at a picture behind him, and behind him on the wall was a picture of him from when he was young.
Nice.
So
okay, that's cool.
that was really cool. He told us a lot of stuff about his life and about everyone who worked at the pub. He knew all the families, all the kids.
So which pub was it?
Yeah, he gave beer to all of us. All the beer was on him. I had 1 glass, the others had 3. It was a lot of fun.
Really sounds like fun.
Yeah, and then walking home was a lot of fun. We in the group we talked a lot, and then I went with a law student home, and he told me a lot about law for some reason.
So, should we continue?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, what was your lunch, Niona? What did
My
you have
lunch.
for lunch?
I had a panini from the bakery.
Again, okay. Is it just
Also
your
the last
Tuesday?
time?
Yeah. I think almost
interesting.
every episode.
Really?
Most of the episodes,
Okay,
yeah.
then
It's
we are
every
doing
time
it
red. It's at
every
least.
time then when I had a panini. Interesting.
Yeah.
So Tuesday is
Do you-
panini day.
It's not really. We're going then when we are deciding to go, and last week, for example, we didn't go on Tuesday.
So every
I think-
second Tuesday
I
is
think
panini day.
last week in general we weren't at the bakery. At least not at this bakery.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just random coincidence.
Okay.
We have the podcast as our journal for this.
Yeah.
You can listen to every episode and you're only hearing panini.
We can have a panini counter.
yeah, let's have panini counter. At the end of the season,
So
we
I
will
have to
count
be
how many
sure
paninis you actually
next
ate.
time we have to go somewhere else before we're recording.
Yeah.
You should.
What do you have for lunch?
I had a salad.
Nice.
What did you have?
I think I only ate some sweets from our sweets drawer and half of a pretzel. Yeah.
I saw you eating some while eating, by the way.
Oh yeah, I was eating gummy bears by the meeting.
It was very interesting. The people were discussing some stuff regarding social
yeah, and
media.
I didn't care.
And Sam was just like, "Nyam, nyam, nyam, nyam." And not even trying to hide it. It was so funny.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's true. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Does anyone remember what happened last time in the story? I have no idea anymore.
My
The cat spoke.
Yeah, the cat spoke.
Yes, and it was telling how it was killed. And we were confused because of the shadow. That's why I remember.
Mm.
But it was just meant that it was killed from behind, so he didn't saw his murder.
Okay.
And she was phoning with a friend, Sophia.
Yeah.
Oh, Sophia, okay.
Yeah, she was calling her.
Phoning with a friend. Oh my god.
She was calling
Just
a friend.
don't listen to her.
Actually, her friend was calling her
Yes.
because of homework or something.
She was phoning with a friend, I thought.
I also phone my friends all the time.
I'm not sure if it's incorrect even.
Yeah? Does it really exist?
I'm not sure. I don't know. We are not English.
We are no
definitely not
English. Not today, I guess.
No, really not. And what else happened? Something else happened. Or something with the father. I think they just ate together.
Yeah, they ate breakfast. The father, Rico, and Trudy.
Oh, the
I just
father's
remember
voice.
because of your nice father voice.
Yeah. I made a very aggressive father, I guess. Who was like, oh, what is happening? It was actually very funny to do this voice. If he appears today, I can do it again.
Oh, if the cat appears today.
If not, I will just write him inside now. I want to have one line of with him. True, and maybe they're now going to school or something. I don't know if there was something like a cliffhanger.
I'm not sure.
I think they were still on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was directly in a conversation.
Yeah.
That it ended, and we were like, it's the end.
Yeah, I have to end the chapter somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was basically.
So we are maybe still at the phone call situation.
Yeah.
Okay. How are we going to eat today?
I think I'm doing the narrator today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else? Or should we?
Yeah, I think Sam has to do some organization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I see.
Yeah, okay.
Something about fan power.
Looking forward to Good Omens Season 2. Every day new clips and new backstage content is coming out, and I'm like,
When is the next season coming?
Huh?
When is the next season?
28th.
So this month.
Yeah!
Oh.
Yeah! It's coming!
Good to know.
Did you watch the first season?
Yes. And I knew there is a second season coming. And I also saw that there's a trailer, but I didn't know when it will come
28th!
out. Yeah, now I knew. No.
We have, Mindy and I are watching it together. On the 28th!
So is every week a episode coming or all at once?
All at once! We've been
so you can binge watch tonight.
Yeah, whole thing.
Nice. Alright.
What has happened so far? Trudy has a ghost cat as a companion. Also, she is having breakfast with her father and her brother. And the last thing that happened was I sat down on the stairs. Sebastian had followed me and now jumped onto my lap. I held the receiver so that he could listen in.
Oh, Trudy, people are allowed to ask.
My best friend giggled. And it continues.
How was last night?
She asked. Mindy, come on.
Isn't it your Trudy voice?
Oh.
It's not the father she's talking to. It would be so funny if Trudy was like, I have enough of this. Father, please continue.
Okay, fine. He kind of taught me geography already, and then we watched another movie. Did you hear about Marcy yet?
She sounds like she's so proposed of a fraud.
Sorry, breakfast.
Yeah, I had it coming. The stupid cow.
Sophia!
That's right, she was a bitch.
She's still human. But let's not talk about that anymore.
Why is
Tell me, Sophia, how exactly is your Johann doing?
your Johann?
Johann.
I like, okay, now I feel like I understand where Trudy got her voice from. It's very similar.
I broke up with him because he was too attached to me, and now you and Gordon are together.
I hesitated before lying. No, we weren't. We've only been together for 3 days and now, but it was a lovely evening. Oh, Sophia, I'm so in love.
Okay.
I sighed and Sebastian rolled his eyes, and I could well imagine Sophia was doing the same thing right now.
Oh, Trudy, really, why don't you find someone good looking?
Gordon is perfect, Sophia. I'm I guess. It's my business. I'm going to have to stop now. We are having breakfast. See you Monday.
See you Monday.
I hung up.
It would have been so funny if she would, like, have hung up earlier and not even let Sophia end the sentence.
Yeah. Okay. After breakfast, our father drove Rico and me into town. I really need a new math book. Rico wanted new shampoo, and Dad wanted new trousers. And as soon as we arrived, we each went in a different direction. Then, in the stationery shop, Sebastian gave me a lecture about the deforestation of the rainforests, but the notebooks made of recycled paper were just too expensive for me. I soon came to the conclusion that I would much rather have had a talking ghost dog. When I told Sebastian this, the cashier looked at me strangely, but for the next 3/4 of an hour I had peace and quiet. No comment or anything? Okay.
So it's Saturday, I guess.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
I thought... it makes sense when she said we see on Monday. Alright, just brain AFK.
Okay. There was a lot of activity on the streets and in the shops, because the sun was shining and it was quite warm for this time of year. I kept seeing familiar faces and many waved at me. I said hello to some of them.
Why does she know everybody of the town? Is it a small town?
Maybe she also has her own table.
Maybe.
Like, look at my pictures everywhere.
Picture of myself behind me. It was so hilarious. Oh my god.
I can imagine Trudy just going, like, she's so in love with herself that she prints out, like, photographs of herself and then hangs them up everywhere. And the people are like, okay, they know her face and then they are looking at her. But they are not, like, waving happily at her. They are like, here, come on, get rid of this photograph or something. Why did you hang it up here? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm famous. So there's a misunderstanding, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Are they yelling boo or are they yelling Trudy?
Sounds very close.
Yeah.
Everyone was visibly happy to see me, but they all had to get on with something immediately. However, I could not understand them. I leisurely looked for an ice cream parlor and ordered a scoop of mint and a scoop of blood orange. Sophia and Melanie find this mixture disgusting, but I like it. Besides, they weren't there just then. I sat down on a bench in the sun and Sebastian jumped onto my lap and curled up there. I offered him some of my ice cream, but he declined. While I pondered whether Sebastian could eat anything at all, I watched the people walking past me. A group of small children were also eating ice cream. A couple of old ladies sat down on a bench opposite me, and I noticed some men in dark suits standing in front of a house entrance talking. If I wasn't mistaken, they were Italian.
Yes, the Italian of it.
Yeah.
So really, the mafia is also part of this, or what?
Yeah. Yeah. This is what I imagined back then.
Okay, now I have to think about new story theories.
New story theories, okay.
Because so far the mafia wasn't on my
radar.
Yes. Any thoughts about it?
Mindy
I'm looking forward to the Italian.
Mindy's a huge Italy fan.
Yes. I was never in Italy before, but I'm the biggest fan.
Yeah.
Is it ironic or not?
This is not ironic.
Was true.
Okay.
I was never in Italy, but I love Italy.
Okay, I wasn't sure because it's
maybe when I go there, I'm not a fan anymore. I don't know. It depends.
Italy is not a fan of Mindy.
So what do you love so much about Italy?
The food, Italian ice cream.
Is the argument, yes.
I like that those 2 points are separate, 2 separate points. Food, but also ice cream.
The ice cream is special.
The pizza is
Italian
also special.
accent. It's very funny. But sometimes it's also nice to see, like, people in person doing stuff that I maybe also want to do, so...
Oh gosh.
Yes.
Real people.
Real
I
people.
should want this.
Yeah, I have to touch them first to see if it really is, like, a real person. Like, I will go to everyone and put, like, my finger on their head, like, Are you real? By the way, nice hair.
What kind of shampoo do you use?
Maybe Rico can recommend one, because he's buying shampoo. Is it actually the case that also the father, Trudy, and Rico are buying, like, their own stuff now separately?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I said. They all went in different directions.
Okay, because that's, I don't know, maybe just their family or something, but I don't know. My family would have been like, oh yeah, let's go get your stuff first, and then let's go together and get your stuff.
Yeah.
And just, like, make it to be, like, a family activity also, and not like, okay, everyone split up, and we will meet in 3 hours to go back home again.
3 hours for a shampoo?
Also eating, and what is she eating?
Yeah,
Ice cream by herself
yeah.
and something like this, so... I don't know.
Has she bought her math book, or is she just went out and
No.
thought about the...
She decided that she didn't want to buy one with recycled paper, but she bought the cheap one. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my favorite thing was to watch the pigeons sitting on the roof of the church and chuckling or jerking their heads over the tarmac, looking for crumbs or even bits of food that people dropped in their hurry. And of course, I thought of Gordon.
Why did she think of God while looking at the pigeons?
Maybe. It looks kind of similar.
Like looking at one pigeon who is like trying to get some food from the ground, and then the pigeon transforms into Gordon in her mind, picking up food from the ground. She's like, oh yeah, looks similar. He's always sitting in the tree watching me, so...
Oh no. That was...
Maybe Gordon is a bird. Did we ever talk about the fact that he's maybe not human?
I think he's human. So in my head so far he's been human.
Maybe no one else sees. Maybe Trudy is thinking he's human, but maybe only she sees him as a human. Maybe all the other people see only the bird, which is his true appearance.
Not sure.
And so Sophia is like, damn, that's an ugly bird.
Why are you together with this ugly bird?
Yeah. I imagined him sitting next to me instead of the bad-tempered ghost cat, maybe even putting an arm around me. Then someone nipped at my arm and I choked on my ice cream after... Yeah. I think nipped is the wrong word, but yeah.
Nipped at my arm.
That's the
So
wrong word.
it was... Okay. Well, what are you dreaming about, sis?
Rico asked, also sitting down in the sun beside me with an ice cream in his hand. I'm not saying, little brother. I replied and leaned back again. Also, I like to mention he's the older brother, but it translated Brüderchen with little brother for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just the cute form of brother, which was translated
it's
badly.
actually interesting because I also call my older brother also Brüderchen, which is the cute version of it.
Yeah. Ah, cool.
And it's really weird
Ah.
because, yeah, now that I think about it,
He's also older than you are, isn't he?
all of my sisters are older than
Siblings.
Yeah.
Rico showed me his new shampoo, apricot, and something for his hair, actually. For his hair. Raspberry and 2 deodorants, Lily of the Valley and Apple. And I thought nothing of it.
Is it like very important details that we should remember, or why is it no in such detail?
Yeah. The way I wrote it back then, it's meant to be an important thing.
Okay.
It just has to underline a very specific fact about Rico.
That he's gay.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
That's the way I wrote it back then. I would write it differently now, but yeah.
But everyone likes these flavors, right?
Not the boys I went to school with.
So my boyfriend wouldn't also take this
Combination of fruit.
Yes.
Would your boyfriend?
I think so.
Maybe you should have some thoughts.
Yeah.
He always smells really nice. So.
But does he smell like apricot or raspberry? I mean, my boyfriend also smells nice.
The problem,
not like fruits or flowers.
Okay, the problem is deodorants that he's using. He's using way too much of them, so it's normally me coughing and going into another room because it's way too much. But after a while, it smells nice, but I can never really say it. It's more like a sweet smell.
It's a sweet smell for men. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe he just likes it, so why not?
Maybe. Because normally they are not really sweet, I would say. I'm not sure how I would describe the smell, but not sweet.
Yeah, it's really interesting because his mom likes more of this, actually more men's perfume, you would say, which is more, how can you say?
I'm also not sure how to describe this smell.
Not sweet.
Not sweet. Yeah, not sweet. She hates sweet stuff.
Okay.
And that's why he wears it. So that's the reason. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I can understand.
Maybe
I
they
also
don't steal from each other.
like sweet deodorant. For myself, I use one that smells fresh, I would say.
Yeah.
But not sweet. I don't like sweet.
Yeah, I think the problem is also, not the problem, but the thing is, he always also forgets his stuff, or he just uses my stuff, and I normally like sweets. Sweets and sweet, senses. No. Scent? So I think he also got used after all of the years that we spent together just having these smells, I guess.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's the reason. I hope it's the reason. I should ask him. Next serious talk this week.
I think I don't have a boyfriend, but whenever I smell a guy, they don't usually wear deodorant, especially in physics. And
really? Wow.
I think
I know from physics has used deodorant.
Yes. What kind of people are you hanging out with?
The people who actually use and wash themselves.
Huh. What does this tell you about me? I mean,
so you like
surely
smelly guys.
or at least smelly guys are the only guys that let me come close enough to smell them. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I thought it was just a physicist thing. So.
But it depends. Like
I know some philosophy and psychology guy, and those smell of smoke because they smoke.
Interesting.
That's a different thing.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I also knew several physicists at my first university. Oh, and there was one guy who was always talking. Also when I gave the signs to him that I'm not in the mood to talk, he still talked. Mm-hmm. And even when I told him stop talking, he still continued. So he was very annoying. But also a little bit of my friend, I don't know. He had some characteristics which made him a really good friend, and some which were not so good. And one of these were he actually really smelled out of his mouth. And at some point I was like, okay, I think I would be a good friend to tell him maybe that something is wrong. Maybe it could also be, and it's not a disease, but...
Hereditary? No, not...
What is it?
No.
Some people just naturally have it.
Yeah.
So it might be helpful to just, also tell him this maybe in a sensitive way. so that he doesn't get hurt or something.
Yeah. Maybe he can use mouth water or something like this. Then.
Like there are things to cure it, but first of all, he has to know it, right?
Yes.
You don't smell it normally yourself.
Yes.
And I was holding back first of all, but then he got a girlfriend, and then soon after his smell improved. So I guess his girlfriend was like, "Hey, guy, you smell, take some stuff." And then it was okay, so...
So the smell got better.
Yeah, it got better.
Sorry, I thought first it got worse.
No, it got really good.
Okay.
The girlfriend has worse mouth smell.
No,
fighting about it.
Had I understood increase, is that improved?
No, it improved, actually.
Okay, my brain is
Therefore,
totally...
I was out of it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's good.
But here's also, like, for me, the line, like, if someone smells or something, like, also, in general, it doesn't smell good.
Yeah.
And maybe it gets, like, really strong. Do you tell the person, like, maybe you should use something?
Difficult.
I think it depends how close you are to the person, right?
But also depends on the person, I would say. Because even if you're close, people can get hurt.
I think it's a sensitive topic, right?
Yes, I would say.
I am a very passive person, so there was this one guy I loved playing chess with, and he had terrible mouth scent. So whenever we played, I gave him a bonbon for the breath. And
okay.
I see.
Yeah, as long as we played, he had the bonbon.
Okay. So you weren't telling me, you were just like, here's a bonbon.
Here's a bonbon. Good. Fresh breath while we play chess.
That's actually quite good.
Yeah, but you can't just give someone a deodorant, so here, use it. Just for reasons.
Yeah. That's hard sometimes. But I would go for your bonbon situation, first of all. To make it passive.
Or do classical conditioning. There's this one guy who smells really bad, and one time he was using deodorant, and I told him a lot of times that he smelled very, very nice. And afterwards he kept using it.
Okay. Just like when he does the right thing, then should...
Conditioning. That's a psychological thing.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so Rico is using it now, and
we wonder why.
Okay. Tell me, do you also feel like you're being watched all the time? I'm a bit embarrassed, but...
My brother said, startled. Should I be worried?
I don't know.
Rico replied. Sebastian stood up and stretched. Then he tilted his head and said,
You're right. Your brother's right, little miss. Sitting in the dark, waiting.
So something is sitting in the dark, waiting.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah. It's a weird translation again, because I wrote it weirdly in the original. I wanted to ask the cat what he meant by that, but at the last moment I remembered that I'd better not do that on the open road.
Alright.
Oh no! It's over. Hashtag sad life.
Hashtag sad life.
So Rico is also feeling watched now.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
can
not
sense
her.
it too. And it's not the cat watching, because the cat is with him.
Maybe the thing that killed the cat is watching.
Or
Gordon,
the thing
sitting in
that
the tree again.
attacked Marcy.
Yeah, Gordon!
Ah, yeah, okay. The thing that attacked Marcy. Gordon!
He was very suspicious last time, so...
He has two characteristics, being ugly and sitting in a tree.
Being a pigeon.
Being a bitch.
And I mean, there's also the mafia,
Yeah.
like we know now.
The mafia is less suspicious than Gordon.
Alright.
I think Gordon is...
He's really suspicious.
Yeah.
He is.
Real sus.
But I kind of like him, it's weird.
don't like him.
You don't
Me
like him?
neither. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, no longer my type.
So type changed. When did your type change?
I don't know.
When he was like, oh yeah, Marcy's dead.
No, I mean, at some point, back then I was really into that, but now I think some years ago it just changed
Okay.
to having a different type.
But I mean, there is no consent at all in this relationship.
Yeah.
So that's something I really don't like.
Yeah, true. Same. I'm not sure if consent is the right word.
Yeah, maybe not, but...
You mean communication?
Communication, yeah.
Also communication, but for example, the way the first kiss happened. So he just grabbed her, bam!
Yeah,
bam.
okay, yeah, no, I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right, of course.
That's for example, this something... Yeah, I mean, come on, it was written like this.
Yeah.
In some kind of way.
I think we also exaggerated it a little bit. Exaggerated it a little bit. But yeah.
And also, you mean they are 3 days together? And they are directly going to bed?
That's a little bit early.
Yeah. Also for her first time, it's a little bit... assuming it's her first time, so...
Yeah, probably. It's very likely.
Trudy is like, oh yeah, my 10th birthday this week.
Like, still have 3 on the side, just
for the case they're waking up again, right?
Yeah.
Therefore Sebastian is all the time like, oh,
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe I'm stuck with her.
Yeah.
Cannot I be with another person?
Marcy, for example.
Marcy, let me go to Marcy. Then I can just lie in bed, in the hospital bed, when she's in coma. Like, he can be like a hospital cat.
Yeah.
There are like some cases where they're hospital cats, which is quite cute. And hospital dogs. Do you know? Okay.
What do you think will happen next?
They will discover what is hiding in the dark. Directly in the next chapter.
I think Rico will snap the ice cream from Trudy and eat it himself. He's like... Snatch. He's like, I'm so hungry now.
But it's mint and blood orange.
But they are siblings. Maybe they like the same stuff.
Not sure. I mean, I don't like the same stuff as my sister.
Maybe they do.
Maybe.
Maybe Rico was the person who introduced this to Trudy.
This could also be.
Yeah. And I hope that the father comes back.
So that you can do the father voice again?
Yeah! He will come back with beautiful flower trousers. And we'll be like, life to be.
Maybe Gordon will also appear. Just out of the dark.
I think in the meantime he will build like a tree house where he's sitting there. Like the tree itself got too uncomfortable, so he's like building a tree house. Or hanging, like, how's it called? This hanging mat? No.
Hanging mat.
Like, so you can
Sounds like the
sleep in between of 2 trees.
I know the word.
What is it?
Hänfenmatte, was?
Hä? I think this is German.
Nee, das war Schwedisch. Hä? Hammock?
Yeah.
Hammock! Yeah! I think he's having the time of his life.
Yeah. Maybe.
Doing a little celebration party with himself. And the pigeons in the tree while being like, oh yeah, Marcy is gone! Whoop whoop! Whoop whoop! Okay. That's a prediction for next time.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Yeah. Where do you want to follow us?
you can follow us wherever you want. For example, on Instagram,
Fiction After Lunch,
Tumblr,
Fiction After Lunch,
YouTube,
Fiction After Lunch,
Twitter,
Fiction and Lunch.
and also,
You can support us on Patreon or Ko-fi.
yay. Please rate and review wherever you can. This would be a huge help and we would really appreciate it. Thank you to those who already did it. It was so nice to see our rating on Spotify.
Yeah. When we have 20, I will break into Sam's apartment, right?
Yeah.
I have proof.
Yeah.
Everyone here knows the proof.
Yeah. If you send us a screenshot of a 5-star review from wherever you could review and a prompt, Sam will write a little 500 to 750 word story for you, which we will read on the podcast. Prompt can be from season 1 or 2, or a fan fiction if we talked about the series before on the podcast, or I would like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess that's everything for today. What should be our closing words?
Pigeon.
Pigeon! Should I be worried?
Ja, das ist auch gut. Ja, I mean, ja.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sitting in the dark, waiting.
Pigeon is good, I would
Ja,
say.
okay.
Okay. So, thank you for listening.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
Yo, see you.
3, 2, 1.
Pigeon! Woo!